इनवाइट कर भाई।
तू इनवाइट कर ले।
बैंगलोर यस।
क्या है चैलेंज मेरा? डेली रेवेनेंट, अरे वाह।
तेरे को भी तेरा फेवरेट मिल गया।
रेवेनेंट
वो आ रहा ही है यश आएगा आज।
अभी के लिए तो पता नहीं।
चल रेडी कर फिर।
वो भी करना होता ना, बोल लिया।
नॉर्मल लगाया मैंने अनरैंक्ड।
वाह,
क्या हो गया?
वर्ल्ड की बेस्ट टीम आई है हमारे इसमें, और हम उसमें सबसे वर्स्ट है। That took a long while. मेरे को लगा वो टाइमर के बाद कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया।
ए रेवेनेंट उसने ले लिया।
Spent gunpowder. Smells like victory.
रेवेनेंट उसने ले लिया तो कुछ और ले।
वो सड़ी वाला।
This is your champion.
चूते चैंपियन भी नहीं है तो रेवेनेंट काहे को चुरा सर? चैंपियन होकर चुरा है तो मैं मान लूँ यार,
नया
कुछ तो
मैप
है।
है। अरे ये वही मैप है अपन कल उसमें खेल रहे हैं।
Let's land here.
रैंक्ड में अपन खेल रहे थे ना, वही वाला मैप है।
Hey, I'm the jump master. Ready up. Hit the jets. We're dropping high.
नहीं वो करना है, जोमेटो मैंने भी किया है।
Hell yeah!
एक टीम आ रही है, तीनों अलग अलग होते हैं।
कहाँ गए हो?
We're outside the ring. Get ready for a world of hurt.
Shields are low. Recharge. Let us go then.
Ring's nearby.
Pick me up.
चूते।
मेरे बिल्डिंग के बाहर है वाला।
Spotted. Double timing. Eating leg.
Ah shit।
Need a medic. A tango near me.
तीनों के तीनों एक ही हैं।
भाग रहा हूँ। कहाँ मिलेगा मेरे को रेप्लिकेटर?
गन नहीं थी क्या तेरे पास? गन थी तो सी तेरे पास।
मैं बिल्डिंग के ऊपर। तेरे रुक जा। स्क्वाड मातर पोछड़ा गेम डिसरप्शन इनएक्टिव ने अबैंडन
10
मैच।
seconds. The All-Father graces me.
कहाँ जा रहा है? क्या
आओ क्या
क्या किया ये?
कूद गया?
मेरे को लगा तू रेप्लिकेटर पे जा रहा था।
जा रहा था ये बंदे ने अबैंडन मारा। मैं लाइक ठीक है रुक जा जरा मेरा खाना भी आई है वैसे भी।
मैं भी ऑर्डर कर देता हूँ फिर।
पाँच मिनट लगेगा।
क्या ऑर्डर आने में? ये तुम्हारे उधर वेंडीज आ गया क्या?
क्या हुआ?
अरे मतलब तेरे सिटी में वेंडीज आ गया? वेंडीज
नहीं
वेंडीज बर्गर।
नहीं वेंडीज क्या है?
बर्गर चेन है अमेरिका की।
नॉन वेज ना। इंडिया
नहीं
वो
वेज
गुजरात
है
में
भाई।
खाते चले। अमेरिका में तो नॉन वेज ही होगा।
अरे मतलब वेज नॉन वेज दोनों है उसमें। ऐसे तो मैकडोनल्ड्स भी नॉन वेज ही है पर इंडिया के लिए उन्होंने वेज मेन्यू रखा है ना।
वेंडीज आई डाउट करेंगे इतने ज्यादा।
करा है ना इधर गोवा, मतलब मेरी सिटी में तो आ गया, इसके लिए पूछ रहा हूँ। इंडिया में उनने बहुत जगह खोला है बट बेसिकली अभी उनने सिर्फ क्लाउड किचन खोला है। जोमेटो से आप डायरेक्ट ऑर्डर कर सकते हो। रेडी करेंगे?
एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज देखनी है।
बता।
ये देख
ये क्या है?
थोड़े टाइम पहले तक यहाँ पे ये लिखा हुआ था।
अरे ये तो वो
उसको
है,
रिमूव।
मॉस्क, जो अपन ने इंडिया ने उड़ा दिया था, वही है ना?
थोड़े थोड़े टाइम पहले तक यहाँ पे ये लिखा हुआ था।
क्या लिखा था? ओके रुक एक सेकंड। डिस्कॉर्ड, इंडियन ब्राह्मोस टेस्ट जोन।
पाकिस्तान का माँ का भोसड़ा। ये अपने वालों ने लिख के रखा था, गूगल वालों ने एक्सेप्ट भी कर लिया तो नाम।
बहुत ही सही।
फिर जाके डिलीट कर किया अभी जाके।
बहुत ही सही भाई।
क्या वेले लोग हैं अपने भी।
पर यार वो भाई फुटेज बड़ी सही थी,
हम्म,
जो आई थी ना इनके अटैक वाली। क्या पूरा मूवी सीन लग रहा था वो।
मैं आया जरा खाना लेके।
ओके। तेरे को अरे मेरे को लगा रेवेनेंट लेगा तू
We'll win this thing
अरे
together.
तेरा
Semper
फर्स्ट
Fi
पिक
or
था
die.
कोई नहीं।
This match is gonna be extravagant, that's the word.
This is your champion.
Stay on me. I'm the jump master.
कहाँ चलना है
तू जम मास्टर है, तू डिसाइड करेगा।
Let's land here. Hit the jets. We're dropping hot. Hell yeah!
वो चला लो ना Oh no.
अरे अरे जोन
You there.
Heads up. Ring's closing in 1.
This weapon is surroundings.
Weapon enhanced. Ain't that pretty?
ज़्यादा दूर नहीं
Let's go that way.
है एक बार का बेसिक लूट लेते हैं फिर निकलते हैं यहाँ से।
Evo harvesters are now available.
Nice. Weapon's looking fine.
Warning.
Talbir, fuck.
We're a bit scattered. Check your maps.
All Father, give me sight. A trail to Enscoti. Let us catch them unaware.
Care package being.
Get back here. That's it.
Dibs.
I found the location of our enemies. Check your map. Respawn beacon over there.
पहले से ही मरने की तैयारी कर ली है इसने
किसने?
अपने टीममेट ने रिस्पॉन बीकन मार्क कर रहा है
रिस्पॉन भी कंट्रोल बंदे को मार्क कर रहा है जो मैंने स्कैन किया।
This weapon is enhanced. Beautiful.
Weapon enhanced. Ain't that pretty?
Attention. Your champion has been eliminated.
An extended sniper mag here. Level 2.
है
यार R90 नहीं मिल जा।
Found extra supplies here. Arm up.
All Father, sight.
possession. There is a
Bless
new
me with
kill
sight.
leader.
Careful, new kill leader.
फाइट ले रहा है क्या वो?
Got that
मैं
promotion,
नहीं,
but
but
the
किसी
upgrade will
ने
be
तो fight
clutch.
किया।
Got my upgrade.
Thanks.
Reloading. Down to
किधर
target.
है?
Off the mic. I'm spotted. Need lead.
मेरे ऊपर आया है।
Heads up. Dropping the pain. Giving him the chimney. Give my shields a recharge.
डैमेज पड़ा है उसको। लाइफलाइन नॉक करी थी ये।
Let's displace there. Throwing arc star. Healing. Watch my back. We should head this way.
वाइट है वो, वाइट है।
Down. Reloading. Enemy killed. I took care of it, don't worry.
Half the squads are left. Let's smoke them.
एक इधर भगा था, लाइफलाइन जिसको नॉक किया था। इधर स्कैन करना इनके।
Safety's off, folks. Couldn't let them in. Broken enemy.
Get shot at. Reloading. Downed an enemy.
Reloading. That was the last of them. Another squad bites the dust.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Next ring's far. I feel like exercise.
Replicator being delivered.
हीट शील्ड ले लिया ना। चले
कोई है मोमेंट छोड़ेगा नहीं ना?
लो इसको कॉल करके
Rings
बोल दो,
closing in
कॉल
one.
करेगा आके, घंटी ना बजाए।
Let's defend our location. But I fight.
Heard that. Copy that. With you.
All father, give me some.
ओके, अपनी लोकेशन भी है।
Making contact here.
आवाज कम करो पहले। ये बिल्ड
Ran to the woozle. Yeah,
वो
send
कोई
it out
दिक्कत
a
नहीं
decoy.
है, छोड़ो। स्कैन कर।
Our surroundings.
ओके,
Our aim is clear. Lie down.
कॉस्टिक आएगा वो, अंदर ट्रैप्स ही ट्रैप्स लगा रखे हैं उसमें।
Grenade.
Weapon makes you scarier? I bet it does. Sending out another me. Damn, he's good looking.
Strange sounds this way. Careful.
दो लोग हैं?
3 है।
एक की लोकेशन अननोन है।
नहीं नहीं, एक उधर है।
Broken enemy shield. In combat. Recharging my shields.
चल जोन में चलते हैं.
सारे कैसे गए? ये अलग टीम है ही.
Giving him the chimney. Come on in. Old Painless is waiting. Healing. Watch my back. Healing.
You got bam.
Giving my shield a recharge.
अरे यार
Need a
दोस्त
medic.
You got bamboozled.
NKZ.
No clock.
I'm
Wow.
down.
Enemy shield cracked. Yeah, getting shot at. Reloading. News, I'm down.
आ गए. क्या मस्त.
अरे पीछे बैठा है. जोन में बैठा है चूतिया.
अरे वही टीम थी ना जिनको अपन पीछे छोड़ के आए.
पेन हो गए हम लोग आगे.
एक मिनट. अरे इतने सारे हैं बादल में.
Remember, the fight ain't over until we win it. Focus, fight, win.
You and I will survive together.
मैं रेवनेंट पे उसे.
Introducing your champion. Better find me before I find you.
ओके कहाँ चलना है. प्रोडक्शन यार्ड की
Let's touch down
अल्फा
here.
अरे यार ये अलग है.
Let's reposition there. Forget that. Enemy over there. Hell yeah!
Enemy landed me. Their final mistake. I've been downed.
You and me now. Pony up. First blood. Gotta be someone. Glad it's not one of us. Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
अरे यार देख रही हो कि सो गए? चल भाई तू तेरे को सिलेक्ट करना है रेवेनेंट।
Remember, the fight ain't over until we win.
This is your champion.
In case you didn't know, you get here by winning. Good luck.
I'm the jump master. Not my first rodeo. This is a good LZ. Hold on tight. It's time to drop. Hey, drop, shock, and rock!
आई थिंक ये हेलो सिर्फ लैंड होने तक ही रहता है, उसके बाद गायब हो जाता है। एक टीम और है।
Attention.
First blood.
Down.
Stop, taking fire! I'm down!
ये वाइट है,
Hostile.
रेवेन,
Staying close.
ऐश। नाइस। ये भी वाइट है।
Don't help me yet. It's not safe.
मैं नॉक हो गया।
Independent variable added.
Watch out. Tango's getting revived.
Hey, don't feel bad. I'd lose to me too.
ये वो लगता है ये जाएगा।
10 seconds. I mustn't wait any longer. Replicator there. Its contents could prove indispensable. Gas trap deployed.
तीसरे रास्ते में गैस ट्रैप थोड़ा।
I have the banner. Respawning is imminent. Adding another gas trap.
Let's check out that area. Time to drop, shock, and rock.
Optics here. Sniper. Here.
Heard that.
जोन आ रहा है।
Nice. Weapons looking fine.
Energy ammo here. Energy arsenal here.
मेरे पे बंदा
आ गया।
उससे भाई मैं यूसुफ
मैं अभी फाइट मत लेना, मैं पहुंच गया बस।
Attention, the kill leader has been eliminated.
आ गए।
Beginning ring countdown.
अबे यार ये वही स्क्वाड है जिसने पहले मारा था अपने को।
It's nothing personal. I've got to deal with the devil.
Everything under control.
यस डिना का क्या है मतलब बोला उसके बाद अपना गेम प्ले अच्छा हो जाएगा because we don't have to worry about the third random shit.
Listen, I've been training all day, so it's about time we do some fighting.
Introducing your champion.
I'm the jump master. Ready up. Let's touch down here.
Heard that.
Hold on tight. It's time to drop. Hell yeah! First blood. FNGs always go first. Nice. Weapons looking fine.
Carrier, I bet it does.
Got an extended energy mag here. Level 2. some extra supplies here. You're welcome.
Violence killing machine. Feels like we're...
New kill leader. If they're getting cocky, they're getting sloppy.
Optics here.
Care package being delivered.
Care package incoming. Let's get to the LZ.
Level 2.
I could use that. Half the squads are left.
Found an extended energy mag.
This weapon is enhanced.
Game.
Mid-range.
Dibs.
Shield back.
चल भाई निकलते हैं आगे.
मैं तो आगे.
New level means I've got a new upgrade to pick. Let's reposition there. Upgrades locked and loaded.
Champion eliminated.
Champion out.
Over there. Check your map. And
मुझे लग ही रहा था टनल में से आया कोई.
well, let's see it make my famous pork chops. It can't do that, right?
कहाँ पे है वो लोग? सामने की तरफ है.
इधर
Let's check
इस
out
साइड
that
है,
area.
इस साइड.
हाँ हाँ.
तो अपने पे आने के लिए टनल से ही आना रहेगा ना उनको.
अभी सोन कहाँ बंद हुआ है? वो लोग इधर क्यों आएंगे?
Getting shot. Someone's
अरे
got a death
वो
wish.
घुस भी गया. अच्छा तेरे पे ही
मेरे पे.
वो अकेला है भाई वहाँ पे.
मुझे क्या पता था? मारो मारो मारो.
You and me. Spotted. Double timing it. Spotted. Double timing it. Spotted. Double timing it. Come on in. Old painless is waiting.
Bam! There goes the boozle.
Cracked an enemy's shield.
तेरी शील्ड क्रैक्ड है.
एरिया पूरा ही क्रैक है.
वो मर गया वहाँ पे.
ए यार मेरा डिनर आ गया.
Replicator touching down.
हेलो.
Move that way.
ये क्या?
Taking fire.
एक सेकंड. हेलो 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 हेलो. आवाज ही नहीं आ रही बंदे. ना एक सेकंड. हेलो. हाँ भैया आवाज नहीं आ रही थी आपकी. भैया काम करो मतलब वो बिल्डिंग का नाम पे कुछ कॉपी का लगा सुना रहे हैं. अरे कौन से हाउस नंबर पे तो बिल्डिंग में कोकिला वाला नाम आ रहा है. आप तो कोकिला वाला के थोड़ा सा पहले आओ. वो सिल्वर कलर की वरना खड़ी होगी महाराष्ट्र में. वो वाला है ना. मैं बाहर आता हूँ. होल्ड पे ही रखूँगी और फिर डांस कर रहा हूँ. भाई मैं डिनर करके आ रहा हूँ 5 मिनट में.
क्या
Burger King. कोई सा भी खा लो. कोई सा भी खा लो.
His 30s with brown hair and a crooked smile stood outside what looked like a diner in Phoenix. He wore a mechanic's uniform with Trevor stitched on the pocket. Nothing about him screamed danger or importance, just another guy trying to make it through another day. The return address read, Office of Private Correspondence, but I knew better. 3 months earlier, I'd completed a job in Milan that had papal fingerprints all over it. A corrupt banker who'd been skimming from charitable donations. Clean, quiet, and the client had paid triple my usual rate without negotiation. This felt like a follow-up call. I opened my laptop and ran Trevor's face through the recognition software I'd acquired from a former NSA contact. Within minutes, I had his full name. Trevor Martin Castellano, 32 years old, divorced, no children. Worked at Murphy's Auto Repair on East Van Buren Street. Clean record except for a DUI from college. Nothing remarkable. Nothing that would typically warrant my services. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. Cafe Russo, Vatican City, Thursday 2 p.m. Come alone. Bring the materials. I deleted the message and booked a flight to Rome. 3 days later, I sat across from a man who introduced himself as Monsignor Adalbert Kowalski. He had the soft hands of someone who'd never done manual labor, and eyes that had seen too much forgiveness extended to people who didn't deserve it. We were the only customers in the small cafe, and I noticed the owner had conveniently stepped out for a cigarette break that was lasting longer than usual. The photograph shows Trevor Castellano, I said, cutting straight to business. What's his crime? Kowalski stirred sugar into his espresso with deliberate slowness. His existence. I don't kill people for existing. Even when that existence threatens the stability of the Catholic Church? I leaned back in my chair. This was bigger than a corrupt banker. Explain? Trevor Castellano is the biological son of His Holiness Pope Francis Xavier. The words hung in the air between us like incense smoke. I kept my expression neutral, but my mind raced through the implications. A pope with a son would be a scandal that could topple the Vatican's credibility worldwide. You're telling me the Pope had a child before taking vows? No, Kowalski said quietly. I'm telling you he had a child 15 years into his papacy. That changed everything. This wasn't about youthful indiscretion before religious commitment. This was about active betrayal of sacred vows while leading the world's largest religious organization. How do you know? Kowalski reached into his briefcase and produced a manila folder. Inside were DNA test results, hospital records, and what appeared to be correspondence between the Pope and a woman named Diane Castellano. Diane worked as a translator for Vatican documents from 2010 to 2012, he explained. She was brilliant, beautiful, and unfortunately she caught His Holiness during a period of spiritual crisis. Their relationship lasted 8 months. I scanned the documents. Everything looked legitimate, from the DNA comparisons to the medical records showing Diane's pregnancy and Trevor's birth. Where's Diane now? Ovarian cancer took her 2 years ago. She never told Trevor about his father's true identity. As far as he knows, his father was some Italian businessman who abandoned the family. Then why is this a problem? If Trevor doesn't know, and his mother is dead, who's going to expose this? Kowalski pulled out another document. This one was a letter written in careful handwriting. 3 weeks ago, Trevor received this in the mail. It's from his mother. She left instructions with her lawyer to deliver it on Trevor's 32nd birthday, which was last month. I read the letter. Diane had told her son everything. The Pope's real name before his religious career, where they met, when their relationship occurred, and how she'd hidden the truth to protect both Trevor and his father's position. The letter also contained this, Kowalski said, producing a gold ring with an intricate Vatican seal. A gift from His Holiness to Diane during their relationship. Trevor now possesses physical evidence that could be matched to the Pope's personal collection. The pieces fell into place. Trevor wasn't just a potential scandal anymore. He was a walking, breathing threat to the Pope's legitimacy and the Church's moral authority. Has Trevor made any moves to contact the Vatican? Not yet, but our intelligence suggests he's been asking questions about Vatican procedures for requesting audiences with His Holiness. He's also been researching papal succession and church law regarding celibacy. I closed the folder. And the Pope wants his own son dead to prevent exposure. The Holy Father is facing the most difficult decision of his spiritual life, Kowalski corrected. He sees no alternative that preserves the faith of over 1 billion Catholics worldwide. There are alternatives. Pay Trevor off. Relocate him. Give him a new identity. We considered those options. However, His Holiness believes that allowing this secret to exist, even contained, would compromise his ability to lead with moral authority. He views this as a test of his commitment to the Church above all personal desires. I studied Kowalski's face. The man genuinely believed he was helping to preserve something sacred, not orchestrate a murder. What makes you think Trevor will go public? His employment records show he's facing significant financial difficulties. His ex-wife has been pressing for higher alimony payments, and his mother's medical bills left substantial debt. A man in his position might see this information as his lottery ticket. Or he might just want to meet his father. That possibility troubles His Holiness even more than public exposure. The emotional complications of such a meeting could lead to decisions that compromise the papacy's integrity. I finished my espresso and considered the offer. $50,000 for a single target, plus all expenses paid. The money was substantial, but something about the job felt wrong beyond the obvious moral complexities. I need to see him first, I said finally. Watch his behavior, understand his intentions. If Trevor Castellano is planning to blackmail the Vatican or cause a scandal, that's one thing. But if he's just a guy who wants to understand his heritage, killing him becomes something else entirely. Kowalski nodded. His Holiness expected you might require additional verification. You have 1 week to conduct your assessment. After that, the decision must be made. And if I determine Trevor isn't a threat, then you will be compensated for your time and the matter will be handled through other means. We both knew what other means implied. If I walked away, they'd find someone with fewer scruples and less professional discretion. I'll need clean documentation to enter the United States and operate freely. Already prepared. Kowalski handed me a passport and driver's license under the name Wade Morrison, complete with credit cards and a backstory as a freelance security consultant. One final question, I said, pocketing the documents. How does the Pope live with himself, ordering his son's death? Kowalski's expression grew distant. His Holiness spends 12 hours daily in prayer, asking for guidance and forgiveness. He believes God will judge him for this decision, but that the alternative would cause harm to millions of faithful Catholics who depend on the Church's moral leadership. And you? How do you sleep at night? I serve the Church, not my own conscience, he replied. Sometimes preservation of faith requires actions that individual morality cannot easily justify. I left the cafe with a new passport, a clear mission, and the uncomfortable knowledge that I was about to determine whether a man lived or died based on his intentions toward a father he'd never known. The flight to Phoenix gave me time to plan my approach. I'd need to get close to Trevor, understand his personality, and gauge whether he represented a genuine threat to Vatican stability or simply a confused man seeking family connection. By the time we landed, I'd decided on my cover story. Wade Morrison, security systems consultant, new to Phoenix and looking for an honest mechanic to service his rental car. It would give me legitimate reasons to visit Murphy's auto repair multiple times and observe Trevor's behavior patterns. The rental agency gave me a reliable sedan that looked appropriately businesslike. I drove to a hotel near Trevor's workplace and checked in for an indefinite stay. That evening, I positioned myself across the street from Murphy's auto repair and watched Trevor finish his shift. He moved with the confident efficiency of someone who understood his craft, taking time to explain repair procedures to customers and double-checking his work before declaring jobs complete. Nothing about his demeanor suggested a man planning extortion or scandal. He seemed genuinely focused on providing good service and earning honest wages. At 6:15 p.m., Trevor locked up the shop and walked to a red pickup truck that had seen better decades. I followed him to a small apartment complex on the south side of Phoenix, maintaining careful distance to avoid detection. The building looked like it had been constructed in the 1970s and forgotten about shortly thereafter. Trevor's apartment was on the second floor, accessible by an external staircase that creaked under his weight. I parked across the street and observed his evening routine through the partially open blinds. He heated a frozen dinner, cracked open a beer, and settled in front of a television showing a baseball game. For 30 minutes, he looked like any other working-class American trying to unwind after a long day. Then he opened his mother's letter and read it again. I watched his expression change as he processed the words for what was probably the 100th time since receiving it. This wasn't the face of a man planning blackmail or public exposure. This was someone struggling to understand how his entire life story had been rewritten by a single piece of paper. Trevor set the letter aside and picked up the gold ring his mother had left him. He held it up to the light, examining the Vatican seal with the curiosity of someone trying to connect abstract concepts to tangible reality. He wasn't plotting. He was grieving and confused. The next morning, I visited Murphy's Auto Repair with my fabricated car trouble story. Trevor greeted me with genuine politeness and immediately began diagnosing the non-existent problem I'd described. "Sounds like your transmission might be slipping," he said, popping the hood. "When did you first notice the issue?" "Yesterday evening, driving back from dinner," I lied smoothly. "I'm new to Phoenix, still learning my way around. Friend of mine recommended your shop." "Well, let's take a look and see what we're dealing with." Trevor spent 20 minutes thoroughly examining components that were functioning perfectly, displaying the kind of professional integrity that couldn't be faked. When he found nothing wrong, he didn't try to invent problems or oversell unnecessary services. "Everything looks good under here," he reported. "Maybe you hit a rough patch of road that felt worse than it was. These rental cars can feel different from what you're used to driving. What do I owe you for the inspection?" "Nothing. Didn't take but a few minutes, and I didn't find anything that needed fixing." I thanked him and drove away, but returned 2 hours later with a legitimate request for an oil change. This gave me opportunity to observe Trevor interacting with other customers and his coworkers. Every interaction reinforced my initial assessment. Trevor Castellano was a decent man trying to make an honest living despite financial pressures and personal confusion about his recent family revelations. During my third visit that week, this time requesting tire rotation, I steered our conversation toward more personal topics. "You seem like you've got a good handle on this business," I commented. "Ever think about opening your own shop?" Trevor laughed, but not with humor. "I think about a lot of things I can't afford to do." "Tough times?" "My ex-wife's lawyer seems to think I'm hiding money somewhere. Medical bills from my mom's cancer treatment didn't help either." He tightened the lug nuts on my front wheel, with more force than necessary. "Some days I wonder what life would have been like if my dad had stuck around." "He left when you were young?" "Never met him. Mom always said he was some Italian businessman who wasn't ready for family responsibilities." Trevor paused his work and looked at me directly. "Found out recently that story might not have been completely accurate." This was the opening I needed. "How so?" "Got a letter from her after she passed away. Turns out there was more to the story than she let on." "That must be difficult to process." "Yeah, it is. Makes me wonder about a lot of things I thought I knew about myself." I waited for him to elaborate, but Trevor returned his attention to the tire rotation. Whatever internal struggle he was facing, he wasn't ready to share details with a customer he'd met 3 days ago. That evening, I composed my preliminary report for Monsignor Kowalski. Subject shows no indication of planning extortion or public exposure. Primary concerns appear to be financial stress and curiosity about paternal identity. Behavior patterns suggest individuals seeking family connection rather than monetary gain or revenge. Recommend continued observation. before making final determination. I encrypted the message and sent it through secure channels, then settled in for what I hoped would be a short-term surveillance assignment. Trevor Castellano might be the Pope's son, but he was also a good man facing an impossible situation. The question was whether that would be enough to save his life. 3 days later, Trevor made the decision that would determine his fate. I was conducting routine surveillance from my usual spot across the street when I saw him emerge from his apartment carrying a small duffel bag. Instead of heading to work, he walked to his pickup truck and drove toward the airport. My blood turned to ice water. This wasn't the behavior of a man content to let sleeping dogs lie. I followed at a safe distance, watching as Trevor parked in long-term parking and entered the terminal. A quick check of departure boards showed flights to Rome, New York, and Los Angeles, leaving within the next 2 hours. Trevor approached the counter for the Rome flight. I called Kowalski immediately. "He's making his move," I reported, "booking passage to Rome as we speak." "Are you certain?" "I'm watching him buy the ticket right now." There was a long pause on the other end. "His Holiness will be deeply saddened, but not surprised. How do you wish to proceed?" "I can handle this quietly at the airport. Make it look like a medical emergency." "No," Kowalski said firmly. "His Holiness specifically requested that if Trevor chose to pursue contact, the matter should be handled in Rome. He believes the city where this began should be where it ends." "That's exponentially more complicated." "Your compensation will be increased accordingly. $100,000 upon completion." I watched Trevor disappear into the security checkpoint. "I'll be on the next available flight." "There will be someone waiting for you at Leonardo da Vinci Airport. Ask for Father Benedetto at the information desk." The connection ended, and I hurried to book my own passage to Rome. During the long flight, I found myself thinking about Trevor's expression as he'd purchased his ticket. There had been determination there, but also fear. This wasn't a man excited about potential wealth or revenge. This looked like someone who'd finally worked up the courage to seek answers about his identity. The realization made what I had to do significantly more difficult. Father Benedetto turned out to be a thin man in his 60s with kind eyes and nervous hands. He met me at baggage claim carrying a sign with Morrison Security, written in careful English. "Welcome to Rome, Mr. Morrison," he said quietly. "I trust your flight was comfortable. Adequate. What's the current situation?" "Mr. Castellano arrived 4 hours ago. He checked into a hotel near the Colosseum and has been walking around the city, apparently sightseeing. No attempts to contact the Vatican have been detected. Maybe he's working up his nerve. Perhaps. Or maybe he simply wanted to see Rome before making any decisions." We walked to Father Benedetto's car, a modest sedan that looked like it had survived several papal administrations. "His Holiness has requested a final meeting with you before any action is taken," Benedetto said as we drove through Roman traffic. "He wishes to discuss the matter personally. That's highly irregular." "Yes, but these are irregular circumstances." 20 minutes later, I found myself in a private chamber within Vatican City, waiting for an audience with the leader of the Catholic Church. The room was smaller than I'd expected.
NKZ, hello. हेलो। क्या हो गया?
मैसेज कर सकते हैं उठा के फेंकने की जगह।
अरे मैसेज करने के लिए कॉल मतलब फ़ोन उठाना पड़ेगा।
बट नोप।
अच्छा वो तेरा दोस्त तो कितनी देर में आ रहा है?
नो आइडिया। बोला मैं खा के आता हूँ। उसको 1 घंटा होने है। एक खेल लेते।
चल तो फिर रेडी हो जा।
आएगा तो आई जाएगा इधर।
Nothing like cold steel on a hot day.
Let's go.
एक और ग्राइंडर मिला था।
दो असॉल्ट स्कर्मिश तूने असॉल्ट कर लिया?
ध्यान नहीं रहा। नहीं चैलेंज नहीं है बट ध्यान नहीं रहा। नेक्स्ट
Introducing your champion.
तेरा क्या है चैलेंज? क्या है ये चैंपियन?
चैलेंज वो वाला बैंगलोर वाला तो खत्म हो गया। आगे का देखा नहीं।
Hey, stay up. Spotted a weapon supply bin over there.
इतने दूर से स्पॉट किया वेपन सप्लाई bin?
नहीं मैं तो रैंडम मार्कर लगाया वो उसने तो अपने आप ही स्पॉट कर लिया।
मेरे को भी स्पॉट नहीं हो रहा।
अरे मैं तो मैप में मार्कर लगाया वो अपने आप उधर ही लगा।
Looks fun over there.
Hit the jets. We're dropping hot.
अरे यार वो तो
हाँ गांड पर
Yeah!
एक टीम आ रही है क्या? रेडो मार्क कर रहा था मेरे को।
नहीं अपने टीममेट को ये
Nice. Weapons looking fine. We're inside the ring. Got the positional advantage. Got an extended energy mag here. Level 2.
Even harvesters are available. New kills.
Extended light magazine here. Level 2. Ammo up.
They're shooting at me. Reload.
है? ये तो अपने साथ ही था।
नहीं
हाँ अपने बाहर ही तो है। नहीं
कहाँ पे है?
नहीं है नहीं
New
है।
kill leader. Call him if you spot him.
तो तू कहाँ जा रहा है?
रेप्लिकेटर? मादर चोद बोचड़ा चोद।
Ring closing.
ले लिया बैनर।
ओ बंदा लेके है।
ये रिपोर्ट मार दे।
कहाँ पे यार सेटिंग में को उसका ये स्क्वाड क्यों नहीं दे रही? टैब दबा के स्क्वाड करना है। अबैंड चीटिंग रिपोर्ट
There is a new kill leader.
गेम प्ले डिसरप्शन अबैंड
New kill leader. Watch your 6.
मैं शांति से दुनिया एक्सप्लोर करूंगा।
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
Attention. The kill leader has been eliminated.
मैं लाइट में यूज कर रहा हूँ।
Up in the chimney. Phoenix kit here. Patches you up good. Shield and health. New kill leader. If they're getting cocky, they're getting sloppy.
निकले यहाँ से।
एक मिनट
Ultimate's ready. On my mark.
क्या हो गया? फ्रीज हो गई है तो
उस टाइम पास ही चल रहा, तो मैं टाइम पास कर रहा हूँ।
अनलोडेड है जाओ।
Giving him the chimney.
अनलूटेड बोल के स्मोक डालता है।
Got an extended energy mag here. It's gold tier.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Nice. Weapons looking fine.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
2 squads left to kill.
जोन दूर है शायद।
Let's go that way.
जोन दूर है भाई।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, सुन रहा हूँ।
ये तूने लूटे थे क्या?
We're not the first ones there.
Nope.
इधर आके स्कैन करेगा फिर एक बार।
कौन सा स्कैन? मेरे
अरे यार
चल ऊपर जाते हैं, मस्त भगवान ऊपर तक जा रहे हैं। कुछ तो ट्रैप भी हो सकता है।
Rings next door. 45.
Ring's close.
Not too far from ring. Got 10.
Golden backpack.
सही है।
Gunshots. मारना है क्या?
Let's check out that. Forget that.
इधर है।
हाँ देखा मैंने। करना है क्या करना है?
तीन ही स्क्वाड है ना? हाँ वो अपन थर्ड पार्टी करते हैं ना, दूर से ही करते हैं।
Care package incoming. Y'all earned this. Just watch your back.
तो नॉक डाउन का बंदा लेफ्ट चल लेफ्ट चल लेफ्ट चल
Firing. Cracked an enemy shield. Take the
ब्लड
fire.
की शील्ड ब्रोकन।
Give him a
तू थोड़ा आगे, अरे यार
ये कौन सा चुतिया है वो तो शूट क्यों नहीं कर रहा उसको अरे मरने के बाद क्यों शूट कर रहा है उसको
अरे मैं शील्ड रीलोड कर रहा था भाई।
using a Phoenix kit. Come on in. Old Painless is waiting. Taking damage. Ever heard of a stock? Barrel
बंदा मेरी पूरी बॉडी लूट के गया उसके बाद तूने उसको शूट मारा पता
भाई
है?
मेरे में शील्ड रीलोड कर रहा था, मैंने पहले भी
victory and slaughter.
Drinks on me after this. Oh, not on me. Although that did happen once. Or 9 times.
Introducing your champion.
The battle begins. May the
Eh?
gods bless you.
अपन टॉप रैंक कहाँ थे भाई?
Study the land. Find
सेकंड
our
आया था
advantage.
बंदा।
Then we jump.
ये बंदा जीता होगा ना?
नहीं, अब मैं अपना दिखा रहा था चैंपियन।
हाँ तो ये बंदा चैंपियन होगा। पोको पच्चू हम तो थर्ड आए थे, सेकंड भी नहीं आए थे.
Respawn beacon over there.
Loud and clear.
Battle lies below. We have the best. We are inside.
Enemy shield cracked. Enemy down. Enemy killed. I took care of it, don't worry.
Attention. Evo harvesters are online.
Broken enemy shield.
Scanning the area. I downed a hostile. That entire squad has fallen. A new level. And with it, a new upgrade is available to Taka.
Ring's moving.
Care package on high. This upgrade will give me the edge in my hunt.
A fully enhanced weapon. Doesn't get any better than this.
I need an extended light mag.
Care package over there. Positions, check your map. Does this enhanced weapon make me look scarier?
I need an extended light mag.
You can't escape.
Marking our surroundings. My ultimate is ready. We are blessed.
respawn हुआ.
Shotgun. Survey beacon over there.
Heard that. Bless me with sight. Closing the enemy.
Look out.
Reload someone. Close door here.
Broken enemy shield.
Bamboozles for the fools.
That was better than
Calling upon me. Our aim is clear. Enemies lined up.
मेरे पे तो लोग.
Our enemies have
ऐसे कहता बड़ा
Our
स्क्वाड
aim
वाइज.
is clear. Enemies lie that way.
Leader.
Marking our surroundings.
mid-range. Level 2.
हैं?
I've achieved max level.
Beacon over there.
All Father be praised. Hep, I have selected an upgrade. The ring is close. All Father, give me sight.
ये एक डेथ बॉक्स नहीं मिल रहा.
क्या करना क्या है डेथ बॉक्स का देखो. एक्सपेरिमेंट लैब जाना है.
Heard that.
We're in the ring, which means they're coming.
Marking our surroundings.
ये मेरे पीछे तू कहाँ पे रह गया?
Care package being
आया?
तुम्हारे
Bam
पीछे
to
ही
the
हूँ.
woozle. Sending out a decoy.
Care package on high. Taking a moment to heal.
Survey beacon over there.
Copy that.
Extra supplies right here.
Marking our surroundings. Let's explore.
side है.
Cancel that.
Too cocky.
तो तीन ही स्कैन हुआ.
Your map.
और तीन लोग जस्ट वहाँ पे कैम्प कर रहे हैं.
It's defense o'clock right here, people. Mag here. Level 3.
inside the ring. Good faith.
Sorry. We have to defend this area. For the children. Any children, really. It doesn't...
Attention, delivering replicator.
Replicator incoming.
Extended heavy mag here. It is golden. I have an extended sniper mag here. Level 3.
Voila. Extra supplies, right? Back.
Dibs.
हम बंदे को गोल्ड बैक करना है।
Sniper stock here.
Scanning the area. A failed one, Scotty. Let us catch them unaware.
चलना ही क्या?
Warning, ring closing. Attention, delivering care package.
वेट करता है जोन अपने भी है तो मूवमेंट पे ध्यान रखो क्या हो रहा है।
केयर पैकेज आ रहा है क्या? यहाँ पे वाइट वाइट क्या ब्लिंक हो रहा है?
हाँ एयर ड्रॉप आ रहा है।
2 other squads remain.
एक यहाँ पे कैंप कर रहा था ना अपने नॉर्थ में। What?
The battle begins. May the gods bless.
भाई वो जोन में ही मर गए।
You are the Apex champions.
ये नया चिट्ठा था।
जोन में ही फाइट कर करके मर गए।
2 असिस्ट।
अच्छा ये तो फ्री विन थी भाई।
विन क्या है विन बोले इसको?
नहीं भाई 2 स्पॉट से अपन लड़े थे।
अरे एक तो 0 मिनट पे आया लेट एंट्री। अच्छा एक्सपी मिला अपने को।
क्या कह रहा है?
एक्सपी अच्छा मिला।
तो विन का तो मिलता ही है ना। अच्छा किल लीडर भी थे अपन।
क्राफ्ट 10 आइटम है ट्रैफिकेटर भूल गया मैं। गेट अ किल विद अ रेड टियर वेपन थोड़ा ज्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन है। पिस्टल डैमेज 125। असॉल्टर में 3 मैचेस मतलब 10 मैचेस जीता। डील डैमेज एज असॉल्ट स्कर्मिशर्स। स्कर्मिशर क्या है वो? मोमेंट स्पीड वाला है।
हाँ वो रेवेनेंट बोल रहा हूँ। जैसे मिराज नहीं, मिराज तो रिकॉन में। अरे यार ये है यार टकली हो गई। ये क्या बोलते हैं अपना भागने वाला है, क्या नाम है उसका? ऑक्टेन।
इनसे डैमेज देना ठीक है।
रेत, ऑक्टेन, पाथफाइंडर, ऐश, ऑल्टर।
40 शॉटगन किल्स चाहिए असिस्ट। डैम शॉटगन का रिक्वेस्ट बहुत ज्यादा है इस वीक में।
रेडी कर ले।
देख रहे थे जा रहे हैं सोई क्या पता।
कनेक्शन एरर आया मेरा कुछ। तू गेम में चला गया, मेरे को बाहर फेंक दिया। हेलो।
अकेला मैं गेम में करूँ?
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, तू गेम में चला गया, मेरे को बाहर फेंक दिया।
लीव कैसे करूँ?
एस्केप दो।
सेटिंग ही आ रहा है।
लीव मैच का नहीं आ रहा ऑप्शन।
नहीं, अपना चेहरा चैंपियन देख के चलाऊंगा शायद। मेरे स्क्वाड में मेरे अलावा कोई भी नहीं आया। कोई तो डुओ चैंपियन है, मैं भी नहीं चैंपियन है।
रेडी अप।
Fly fighter, the end is decided. Trust it.
We have no choice but to win.
बाने कौन? अरे स्कर्मिशर नहीं ले रहा तू?
असॉल्ट और स्कर्मिशर है।
अच्छा, असॉल्ट
स्कर्मिशर
और
लेके बैठा है।
This is your champion.
ऑलरेडी था। ओके, इनको डेटा ना दिखाने का और मजा आता है। बाने कौन?
Dropping in. Hang
क्या?
on.
जम तो ढंग से कर ले, बट
We should continue there.
पानी में
अरे नहीं, वो मैं स्क्वाड आ रहा था उनको
An
बताऊं था।
enemy landed near me. Trust your senses. Scanning the area.
You really thought you belonged in here with professionals? It doesn't hide its.
आ गया प्रोफाइल रिपोर्ट, गेम प्ले डिस्ट्रक्शन,
हर चीज में
बकचोदी करनी है तो औकात होनी चाहिए, नहीं तो बकचोदी नहीं करने की। सिंपल सा मेरा फंडा है। तुम्हें अगर हॉट ड्रॉप लेना है तो हॉट ड्रॉप में तुम्हें मारना आना चाहिए ना। खुद मारे बगैर मर गया गधा। एक भी किल होता है उस बंदे का तो मान लेता मैं।
your side, fly fighter.
लोग रेत लेके अपने आप को समझते हैं कि पता नहीं कितना ट्रायड है।
This is your champion.
I will choose our location for battle.
I won and I'm number one. Isn't that a combo? It's the similar things that happen with numbers.
This might be a good place to land.
Change हो गया?
Battle lies below.
भाई मेरे को 150 पिंग जा रहा है। ये टीम लैंड हो गई है अपने से पहले।
Enemy spotted. Marking our surroundings.
उनका गन्स ही नहीं है।
My weapon has been enhanced. Now we hunt. Marking our surroundings. Less than 1 minute. The ring is not far.
Okay. Prowler से nest पे दूसरे के वहाँ पे prowler से nest पे।
ये लाइफलाइन वाइड है।
What can I say, kid? The future is fused.
ये क्या है?
That ring's closing in 10.
वो आते ही जाएंगे।
हाँ, रुकेंगे नहीं।
लाइफलाइन वीक थी।
I thought वो spawn है।
फील्ड अप तो कर ले।
Recharging shields.
जो भी तेरा होना है वो रेप्लिकेटर के थ्रू ही होना है। तेरा बैरियर तो आने नहीं वाला वहां से। ये मैं थ्रो कहाँ करेगा मेरे को?
एमो तो ले ले थोड़ी और।
आराम में इधर क्यों आया वो? मैं बस शूट कर रहा था मादर चौक वहां से।
A fully enhanced weapon. Doesn't get any better than this. Got some extra supplies here. Load up. You can't escape. Half the squad's left. Not for long.
The new kill leader.
हमें कुत्ते बिल्ली सब कुछ स्पॉन होते रहता है, ऐसा है क्या?
ये तो मैं अभी देख रहा हूँ।
Kill leader appointed.
भाग जा भोसड़ी के।
तेरे पीछे
The banner is mine.
भाग दिया मैंने।
निकल गया है वो शायद।
Beginning ring countdown.
ये जोन में जाके तक उठाओ।
नहीं रहने दे। नेक्स्ट कितना दूर है? हाँ इधर है, फॉल्स में है। देख ले
ये
जोन
जोन
में।
के
Respawn
पास
beacon over
निकलता
there.
है।
Replicator incoming. Like I need the help.
ऊपर क्रॉस करना जरूरी है।
वो रहा।
देखा मैंने। कोई अलग तरीका नहीं है इसको क्रॉस करने का? हीलिंग ज्यादा नहीं है मेरे पास। कितना टिक देता है ये?
2 का देगा शायद।
45 seconds. Ring is close.
हील्स हैं तेरे पास?
ज्यादा नहीं है बट हो जाएगा।
Ring's close. Gotta get inside in the next 30. Recharging shields.
अबे जोन चालू होने में 10 सेकंड है, जोन में ही मर जाऊंगा मैं।
Almost there. We are. I return.
That ring's closing in and we're not in healing.
ऊपर चलते उस तरफ।
My health is low. I must tend to my wounds. Hostile spotted.
ऊपर आ जा, वो बहुत आगे गया है।
My health is low. I should prioritize healing. Healing my wounds.
वो बंदा तेरे उधर ही था, मैंने मार्क किया था।
मेरे यहाँ पे बंदा है फिर।
Marking our surroundings.
मत कर स्कैन।
वो आई थिंक तेरे तक तो पहुंचा भी नहीं।
हाँ वो अंदर बैठा होगा, अपने को क्या ही है। जब तक वो मेरे को ना दिखा, मैं उसको ना देखा, फर्क नहीं पड़ता। संभाल के बैठे हुए स्कैन करते अभी के लिए। आवाज मत कर अब।
मेरे को लाइट एमो चाहिए।
आवाज मत करना। चल अंदर जाकर देखते हैं।
I must find more ammo. I am almost out. Blessings upon us. A replicator descends. Healing my wounds. The ring is close. Time graces us.
लाइट एमो ड्रॉप के तरह लिया, ये ले।
Less than 1 minute. The ring is not far.
वो है इधर।
क्या करूं?
नहीं।
"30 seconds remain. Safety is an arrow shot away."
चल। स्कैन मार। दिखा?
All Father, give me sight.
We'll take whatever we can and we'll leave. Hi. Lower.
Frag grenade sent.
Heal हो रहा हूँ।
All Father, give me sight.
लास्ट मैच चल जाऊँ। रेडी कर ले।
अब उसका मैसेज है क्या? आज नहीं आ पाऊंगा, नेटवर्क डाउन है मेरा। ओके।
चलो यार मैं जा रहा हूँ, वॉशरूम जाना है मुझे।
ओके।
और मैच मिलने में भी टाइम लग रहा है।
ठीक है, गुड नाइट ब्रो।
ओके भाई, गुड नाइट।